Hi from Zoans. Today I want to talk more about Ollo S4X, the headphones that I have reviewed in the previous video. And I want to talk about how to correctly compensate the curve. If you check the description on this video, you will find the video that Ollo Audio had made about this. And this is a very important point, okay? And if you don't want to make mistakes, listen on what I'm going to say now. You have a graph here, okay? You can see, and you think, okay, I have a boost from 20 slash 30 hertz to 1000 hertz of 5 dB, and I'm going to the boost of 5 dB. It's not correct because the real world doesn't work in this way. When you compensate on certain frequencies, you are also going to compensate their harmonics. So if you, for example, compensate frequencies around 40 hertz, okay, you're going also to compensate on 80 hertz, the first harmonics, on 120 hertz, and then 160, and so on, because this is a physical world, so it's not digital. Because we have a membrane that you hair, okay, so it's not digital; it's a physical world, and this it's a delicate balance because also if you, for example, deboost some frequencies, you're going to give more room on other frequencies. So if you touch something on one side, you're also changing something on the other side. So there is always a side effect. And so Ollo Audio say to you to compensate not at a wall value. So for example, you have a boost of 5 dB, you are going to compensate 5 minus 5 dB. It's not correct. If you want to achieve a correct result, you're going to compensate about 2.5 dB, so the half of the value. But I suggest you to listen to your ear. It's not maybe a precise everything because I have made some tests and I listen also on various reference track, and so I suggest you to do the same. For me, it's less, okay? So I suggest you to make your try, and then I don't recommend to compensate all frequencies, all frequencies. I suggest to compensate also the bass and the high frequencies because when you try to compensate this point, it's very hard. You can see here, okay? You can see here. It's very hard to fit the exact point, and I think it will be useful if all audio release this kind of curve in a digital form, and it's a better also also that all audio will make ST and EQ, okay, that fit exactly that this curve, okay. But if you adjust the bass and the high frequencies, you cannot commit mistakes. It's very hard you commit mistakes. This curve is very smooth here. This boost is very, so it starts from here, and it's about here. So here, okay, one 1000 and something, 1000 I think, 1000 and 700 hertz. Okay, so even if you are not so precise, it's okay. Okay, the sound is also, I admit to try, and the sound is better, is more clean. Some people claims that all audio doesn't have enough bass, but it's not true. For me, it isn't true. I think people are accustomed to listen boosted bass, I think. And but if you try, yeah, I invite you to try and to boost these the best preferences. Listen to reference track, and you will listen a better sound, a more clean sound, especially on EDM tracks. So electronic dance music, I prefer, obviously. Or about high frequencies, I have tried to you have to compensate from 15 kilohertz to 20 kilohertz. It's not 20, is 19 kilohertz. If you can see here, oh my God, this webcam is not focusing correctly. Here, from 19 kilohertz to 20 kilohertz, it goes a little bit up. Okay, I have tried to compensate on the up of the value and also on the wall value. It sounds good in the two cases. You have a decrease of here of about 9 dB, so you are going to compensate 4.5 dB, and it's okay. It's work very good. I remember, obviously, another thing. These headphones can reach 20 kilohertz, but they don't go above. So it means that the high frequencies, are not very accurate. Okay, as I said in the previous video, and I think they should make headphones that reach at least 40 kilohertz to reproduce the frequencies we need. So from 20, I say 60, 16 hertz, but you can say 20 to 20 kilohertz. Okay, and uh, and so, as I said in the previous video, the frequencies from 15 from a 30 and a half kilohertz to 20 kilohertz are not very accurate. There is a sound that is more dirty, more imprecise, inconsistent. Okay, it is not too much. Okay, it's acceptable, and compensate the high frequencies, and the sound is better. Okay, it's definitely more crystal. You have a more crystal sound, but it's not the same as having headphones that can reach very high frequencies. For example, the Sundara, if I remember correctly, they can reach 65 kilohertz. So it's very, very high. The problem with Sundara is that they wasn't flat. They was flat from 20 to I don't remember 10 kilohertz, but above 10 kilohertz, the sound will goes up, goes down. It's not an accurate representation, and also they was unbalanced as the majority of headphones. So it's very frustrating, and I suggest you to watch my previous video when I was talking about the headphones iFiman Sundalo. And I hope maybe if Ollo Audio in the future will make magnetoplanar headphones I'm very curious to to see the result because I never find an headphone company that make headphones flat like this and with the two channel matched, okay, right and left matched, so you don't have differences along the frequency spectrum. So this is for me a very important thing because if you want to correctly pen instruments on your mix, you need an headphone that has the minimum differences between right and left. Another thing that I am missing to say to you before is the EQ, and so I use a linear phase EQ. When you use a normal EQ, because it changes the phase of sound, it also changes the transient response. So you are going to change the dynamic of sound, and uh, and so I use a linear phase EQ. I suggest to make some tries. In my case, I use a Fruity Convolver from Apple Studio. One, because it's a linear phase EQ, and two, because it has you can draw your curve, your line, and it's asymmetrical. Okay, a normal EQ is symmetrical, but if you want to follow more correctly the curve, it's better to use an asymmetrical EQ. I will talk about this point in the next video, and I will also show to you in the next video how you can improve your sounds, for example, your kick, the dynamics of kick, improving the transient using just an EQ. Okay, so you use an EQ, listening, not listening just the frequencies, but focusing on how the dynamic, how the transient change. Okay, so this is very important point. So I hope you to give good information with this video. If you want, you can share your experience with Ollo Audio. You can leave me a comment below. If you missed the previous video about the review of Ollo Audio S4X, I suggest you to check it out, and you will find in the description of this video. Share this video with your friends, and if you want, you can also support me, support my channel, making a donation. You will find my PayPal link in the description of this video. So for today, that's all, and we'll see you next time. Bye!